they're pounding my back. And I can put my hand here. And my hand hurts. It hurt pretty much immediately. I was just trying to get that YouTube thumbnail. Now my hand doesn't hurt. Ah, damn, it hurt. Now it hurts. Now my hand doesn't hurt, and my back is continuing to hurt. Now my hand hurts, and my back does not hurt as much. It's mostly blocking the pain from my back. Now it feels like someone's like jabbing or punching into my back, like one sustained punch. Now as I say in the sustained word, they're throbbing it. That is not up here. That is not a mental illness. That is not nerve damage. My brain would not reimagine that and like reimagine a beam and think of all the physics that would go into it and the 3D stuff. And now my hand hurts like a son of a bitch. God damn it. Oh, now they're still getting into the middle of my back. Now my hand hurts. And my back is mostly relieved from the pain, not entirely. I like to hit between the center of the back because it's like, first of all, it's hard to get to sometimes. You know, it's like, I have to usually lean into it sometimes. And when you're following you around and they're jamming you right there, it's like get off me, like get off me. And like drones, the beauty of drones, aside from, is that and cameras on drones, is that even on cheap drones, they have auto tracking. So technically, they can just set this on someone and set an offset, you know, off from like wherever it's tracking from, the head or whatever. And you just say, okay, track that person. Now target this part of their body. Now shoot indefinitely. And they can just do that. I don't know if these things have that capability. I'm sure they have at least the tracking capability. That's why it's no harder for them to attack when you're in a car or in a bus or walking. You know, they just track you. And they can either fire manually, or they can, if they have the thing on it, they can put it on auto tracking for that part, and possibly auto fire if they have that feature as well. So once again, Dad, I'm doing a sanity check here. Again, if you gave a shit about me or my life, you would rescue me, and you would also look into this. You are doing neither of those things, risking my life. So I'm not saying I'm choosing this, but you are pushing me closer and closer to suicide and or other methods of self-help, which I vehemently refuse to do, which you should honor, respect, and praise like a motherfucker. Instead, you are treating me with such disrespect and such ignorance that you're already, even if you're watching this, already getting angry. You should not get angry listening to this. This should not anger you or insult you. I am the one insulted. I am the one hurt. Now my hand hurts like a son of a bitch, and my back no longer hurt for that moment. Now my back hurts again, and they're commenting on it. I do not have schizophrenia and the power of premonition and the power of sight beyond sight and poltergeist, and I'm literally getting pushed. Like, I exaggerated that a little bit, but they started it. You know, I'll sit down on the toilet and they'll literally push me forward. These things have weight behind them. They can literally push objects off dressers. I've literally seen them do that with a heavy, thick glass that was full of Kool-Aid or Crystal Light or the generic stuff from Walmart, as they're correcting me on. I've literally seen that, like, at Alan's house. It's literally like right here, and the second time I put it even further, like this, it got pushed off. It was just sitting there, like nothing was around. Nothing could have knocked that over. It was in the corner of a dresser that was in the corner of a room. I wasn't even touching the dresser or anything. I was just standing there or sitting on the bed. I wasn't even touching it. I wasn't touching it or the dresser or jumping I was literally barely moving at all. And the glass went like that and dropped off. They did it 2 times in a row. First time I thought maybe it was me, and then maybe I didn't look when I put the glass down. The second time it was like, oh, they can do that, and I still don't know if the first one was them or me, because I wasn't paying attention. I thought I was, so I assume they did it both times. I mean, I don't assume, but likely they did it both times. I don't know, but they certainly did it the second time. In either case, they take credit for both of them, which they like to do. Again, so I'm not suffering poltergeist. Once again, Dad, a sanity check. Not that you're watching this video at all, or any of my videos, or listening to me at all. If you gave a shit about me at all, which you don't, because if you did, I wouldn't be saying that. You would provide me transportation to get on a plane and to get the fuck out of here. One that cannot be delayed for 10 hours, which I still do not think anything of, which continuously put the paranoid thought of that. But and at the time that I went to the Austin airport, they say that the police working with them got the airport closed because there was hardly anyone there working, and it was a Saturday or Sunday, and it was still daylight, so it was like 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Probably not any later than that. And there were no more planes going out of Austin at that time. That seems very suspect, but Kip never mentions that. Now we're talking again. Now, Kip, you can put that into the playlist under the Gangstalkers and I Talk. And who knows if we did or not, because that's such a paranoid thought to even look into, which Kip has never even mentioned that to anyone. But now he's mentioned it on camera, so that's another hint that no one will ever look into. That's another breadcrumb that they say. But again, my back is hurting like a motherfucker. Now my hand hurts. I can feel an energy beam, a weight being pushed against it. It feels like it's being electrocuted and crushed. Schizophrenia does not cause pain. Schizophrenia does not cause the power of premonition or the power to have sight beyond sight. You know, it does not cause seizures, which I was having right before I talked to you on the phone at the mental institution the day before, as well as the 10,000 needles going through my fucking face and my teeth and my gums while you were fucking with me about the goddamn scooter. Now my hand hurts. Now my back hurts. Now my hand hurts. And my back does not hurt. Now my back hurts again and my hand doesn't hurt. What the fuck, Dad? Get me and Max to safety. Would you rather push me? Would you rather me be in a tightening, desperate box where self-help options seem more attractive, or I just continue to suffer? I may not be here in 10 minutes. I may not be here in 10 hours. Do not respond to that poorly, and do not provide no response at all. That doesn't mean text me or call me. That means call me a fucking Lyft, or tell them to drive me to a fucking airport and get me on a plane out of here, where there can't be a whole bunch of people getting on it and following me somewhere. But again, when I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So like, if I wasn't here in a minute or 10 minutes or tomorrow, whether or not you believe me or not, you think you would have done enough? You are the one who has never provided an investigation that would not cause you a financial hardship at all. You should believe me and give me the benefit of the doubt. How is doing an investigation doing anything but looking into the truth? How can that provide anything but more answers? Well, what if they say they didn't do it? Well, why don't you fucking ask them, motherfucker? Why don't you get a cop to fucking ask them? Why don't you get someone that knows how to interrogate people and ask them? I told the truth on that. They assaulted me and lied to me, and they released my medical information to these people. They would go to jail just for that third one. Like, what the fuck? And now Red River Family Practice feels threatened by me? I've never threatened anyone in my entire life, except for these people, and it was by myself, and not like screaming out loud or anything, or telling them that you deserve that, because I was like, I don't want to do it. I was like, I don't want any part of it, but you're gonna get like a punishment worse than death, because that's what you deserve. They do. That's not a threat. Saying someone deserves a punishment worse than death, or even just saying something like that's not a threat. That's not suicide. That's not being suicidal. Why was I ripped out of my bed in the manor house after Alan took a hammer to the fucking door? And after Alan had the door handle taken off? After I just spoke with him in the hallway and pointed out where his Bluetooth speaker was, because I thought Tim was blaring it, and I was like, shit, that's going to bother Alan. I was like, it's right there, Alan. I thought Tim did that. I thought it. I thought it was Tim's. I thought that would bother you. I thought it would bother you. And then I go in my bedroom, and then I hear he doesn't even try to go in. He doesn't even try the doorknob. He doesn't even knock. He goes, Tim, I'm getting the hammer. And he hammers through my door like the fucking Shining. Like, why is it normal? And then I hear that Sue grabbed it, like, whipped her gun out from Robin, from you, from Sue, or no, from, like, that's not normal. I wasn't doing anything wrong except suffering and pain. I wasn't threatening anyone. I wasn't acting as a threat to anyone. I was in the back room or in the backyard. I didn't even know Sue was there. Like, why would she pull her gun out? Because of these people. Think, motherfucker. Do something. 10 minutes is too late. I may not be here then. Thanks to you.